Good day everyone, so now I will be talking about what is historical gap and the last two Muslim ethnic group which are the Palawan and the Malbo. Now let's talk about the Palawan. People here are called as Panimusan. People became Muslims as a result of close contact with the Sulu Sultanate. The Sultanate of Sulu was a Sunni Muslim state that ruled over the Sulu archipelago and the parts of the coastal areas of Zamboanga City and Palawan in the southern Philippines. Many Tausug during the Sultanate period came to Palawan in order to introduce Islam to the local people. The presence of Tausug Muslims brought new cultural practices, language, and societal structures that influenced the local population. This cultural assimilation often included the introduction of Islamic beliefs and practices. The Tausug people are significant in the context of the Panimusan because they were instrumental in the spread of Islam in the southwestern Philippines, particularly in the Sulu archipelago and surrounding areas, including Palawan. Panimusan refers to a group of people in the Philippines, while the Tausug are an ethnic group primarily from the Sulu archipelago. Municipalities of southern part of Palawan such as Bataraza, Rizal, Quezon, Brooks Point, and Española holds political power and likely dominant. Isolated Muslim communities live in places like Nara, Rojas, Taytay, and Aborlan. Isolated Muslim refers to a Muslim who feels disconnected or separated from the broader Muslim community or society. This can occur for various reasons, including geographic distance, cultural differences, personal challenges, or differing beliefs. Isolation can also provide individuals with a space to reflect and deepen their connection with God. Next is the Malbog. The Malbog are mainly confined in the Balabac Islands located at the southern tip of Palawan. They received Islamic influence and later embraced Islam from Brunei Muslim missionaries. To sum up the difference between the two, the early Muslim inhabitants in mainland Palawan were the Panimusan and the Malbog are the indigenous people of Balabac Island, and some have also long resided in various parts of southern Palawan. So now let's move on to historical gap. So what is historical gap? From the word itself, it is a period between two or more events keeping the new generation detached from the old ones. The new generation can no longer determine the culture of the past and eventually may chart its own course different from their predecessors. This is the case with the two periods of Bangsamoro history, the Sultanate era and the U.S. colonial period up to the present. As the European powers gained control over various regions, they established their own colonial administrations and sought to exploit local resources. The decline of Muslim sultanates opened the door for these European powers to expand their influence. After the decline of many sultanates and the establishment of colonial rule by European powers, the U.S. emerged as a new colonial power after its victory in the Spanish-American War in 1898. The U.S. acquired the Philippines from Spain, which was previously home to several sultanates, notably the Sultanate of Sulu and the Sultanate of Maguindanao. In the pre-colonial era, Islam spread to the southern Philippines through trade networks connecting diverse sultanates and ethno-linguistic groups. The people of this region eventually became known as the Moros, the region Bangsamoro. Today, the Moro people represent the largest Muslim and non-Christian population in the Philippines, comprising 5% of the country's population. The Philippine archives at the Bentley Historical Library discuss the Moro people in records about the Philippine-American War. U.S. military officers and soldiers from Michigan reported on what they called the Moro Rebellion between 1903 to 1913, providing a glimpse of the role of Michigan men in the war and colonization of the Moro people. Further information about these two periods will be discussed personally. Jihad. Jihad in Islam refers to the concept of struggle or effort often associated with striving in the path of God. It encompasses a range of meanings from personal spiritual growth and self-improvement to broader efforts for justice and community welfare. The importance of jihad to the Muslim community lies in its own emphasis on moral and ethical conduct, community service, and the pursuit of peace and justice. And that will be all. Thank you for watching.